Hi everyone, I'm Greg and I'm going to show you how to work out your time per kilometer when you've been running. And for a lot of people this is important because I know a lot of people work it out incorrectly and they think they're going slower or faster than they really are. So what I'm going to do here is show you on a spreadsheet and you'll see it really is quite simple. Let's take an easy example. Let's say you've run 5 kilometers in 20 minutes and 30 seconds. I think we'll all agree that 30 seconds is half a minute, and that's all I've done here. I've said 30 seconds divided by 60 seconds gives you half a minute. So what we know now is that we've run for 20 and a half minutes. We've converted that half minute to a fraction so we can add it to the 20, so we get a number. What we then do is we say, okay, let's work out time per kilometer using that number with the fraction we've calculated. Doing that, we get 4.1 minutes. Okay, but now that 0.1 minute is not in seconds, it is a fraction of a minute. So what we do, we know that there's 4 minutes inside this number, so we separate the 4 minutes and we separate it from the fraction, the 0.1 of a minute. So it's simply 4.1 minus 4, there's 0.1 of a minute left over. Now we need to convert that one fraction of a minute into seconds. And how do we do that? Well, it's simple. We know there's 60 seconds in a minute, so we take 60 and we times it by that 0.1 and we then get 6 seconds. Quite simply, that means you run 4 minutes and 6 seconds a kilometer. 4 minutes plus 6 seconds. That's a fairly simple one. I mean, you could quite simply say, okay, well, we know there's it's 4 minutes a kilometer plus 30 seconds divided by 5 kilometers is 6. 20 minutes plus 6 seconds a kilometer. 4 minutes plus 6 seconds a kilometer. But that's an easy one. So let's just say, for example, we had run 6.3 kilometers. And let's say it took us 22 minutes and 37 seconds. How would we work that out? Quite simply, first we need to work out our seconds as a fraction of a minute. Now, you could say 37, which is your seconds, divided by 60, because there's 60 seconds in a minute, you run 0.62 of a minute. That is 0.62 of a minute. Now what we need to do, we need to add the seconds, the fraction of a minute at least, to the full complete minutes that we ran. You now get a figure of 22.62. Now, the time per kilometer using this number and fraction is the number divided by the total kilometers run, which is 6.3. You have a figure of 3.59. Now, I think just looking at that, a lot of people would say, oh, that's 3 minutes 59 seconds a kilometer. But it's not. That 0.59 is a fraction of a minute. So again, what we know here is there's 3 full minutes you run per kilometer. So let's write there 3. What's the fraction that's left over after 3? Well, it's easy. It's 0.59. It's 3.59 minus 3 is 0.59. Now, how many actual seconds is this? This fraction, this 0.59 of a minute, is equivalent to, let's take the 0.59 times by the 60 seconds in a minute. We now have 35.4 seconds. So what we know is that we've run at 3 minutes and 35.4 seconds a kilometer. 3 minutes, and let's round down to 35 seconds. That's how fast we have run.